Hey guys, we are back and we are excited that you can join us for our daily devotionals. We hope to be a word of encouragement for you. We hope that you are staying tuned, staying connected, and staying a part of the church. We have a lot of exciting opportunities for you to connect. Every Sunday, we have a message at 10 o'clock that we host on YouTube and Facebook for you to be fed in the Word and to be encouraged. In addition to that, we have a Wednesday night small group that we're going to dive into the topic of sharing our story, and all of us have a story and what God is doing through this time. And so we encourage you to help join us with those. And we'd love to have you there. Great time for connecting and, if nothing else, talking to somebody besides those that are at home, like the cat. But in addition to those, Saturday mornings we have a men's group and women's group where we'll be talking about, the men are diving into leading during crisis, and women will be talking about women of the Bible. And so we hope that you'll be blessed by both of those. In addition, we have a daily devotional that we're going to be doing for the next several weeks. Originally, we're going to go through the book I Am a Church Member by Thomas Rainer, but I decided that we're going to hold off on that till the fall. And it is a great book, a great read if you have it. It's $5 on Christian Books. You probably find it used on Amazon as well. But for right now, let's just dig into Psalms. A lot of us have heavy hearts. A lot of us are stressed. We're anxious. And we're just angry. Like, we don't even know why we're angry. We're just angry. It's like, hey, how's it going? Shut up. Like, what? No, no, maybe. Who? Exactly. And so we need to figure out where this stuff is coming from. We need to unpack it, get it out of there, and process it in a healthy way. Many of us are grieving, and we don't even know that we're grieving it. For anyone who has seniors, there's a weightiness on your heart. Any of you who had vacation plans that are lost, there's a sense of regret that's bouncing around in there somewhere. And for those that are home from work, like, you feel like you're not being productive or you're not being useful. And we're all struggling with this crisis that we're in. But you know what? We're going to make it through because we serve a great God who is loving and compassionate and has prepared us for this. His word equips us on how to deal with this well. And just like we went through and we spent 40 days in prayer for a time such as this, we also dived into community, because community isn't defined by four walls and a roof. Community with the body is amazing. It doesn't matter if you're in the same room or you're in multiple rooms all across the city. One of the hard things is that we're not meeting at church. But you know what? Instead of all the people coming to one location and lifting up God, we have now sent all the people to 50 locations and lifted up God. And I think that's pretty cool. And so we appreciate those who have been able to contribute to our food pantry and our hospital pantry. We were able to bring down a box, and we are looking to bring another box down to the Abington Hospital. And so we couldn't do it without you. And most of all, importantly, we thank those who are continuing to tithe and continue to give and contribute to God's kingdom. And with that in mind, we can't do this without you. We can't keep our lights on. We started off this year where our tithing has been behind because we're not able to trust God with it. When it comes down to it, our contributions are a reflection of trusting God. And if we feel that we won't survive without it, then we're saying, God, you're not providing for us. And so it's challenging because God is creating in us a situation where we either need to be all in with him so that we can serve his kingdom better, or we need to step back and reflect. And we need to look at our lives and look at the priorities. And I know so many of you are doing great things and really just building up the kingdom. I just got an email last weekend. One of our members shared the Sight and Sound with Jesus. And, they shared it with somebody else, and they shared it with somebody else. And so they were able to witness with people that just because they shared resources that we have. And we have a lot of great stories coming through all this. And so we just want to be an encouragement to you. We appreciate you guys, and we want to stay connected. So if you're watching us on Facebook, leave us a comment. Let us know how good God has been to you this week, and fill up those comment bars with great stories of how God's providing for you in your life and what He's doing. Most importantly, we want to know how God's challenging you and growing your faith. During this time, it's stressing us and pulling us, and the tension's there, and He's allowing us to grow, and He's allowing us to trust in Him in ways that we never knew were possible. And so with that being said, we're going to be going through some of the Psalms in our daily devotionals. and hopefully they're encouraging to you. Apologize for the ads, but hey, if you need pants, apparently they're on sale. But we're going to look at Psalms 32. This is King David wrote this. Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sin the Lord does not count against them, and whose spirit is not deceived. Did you guys know that you can change your versions really easy on Bible Gateway? We're going to change it, and we're going to make it just a little bit simpler. It's Monday. Mondays are hard. We're going to switch it over to the New Living Translation. We're just going to, it loses some of the originalness, we'll say, but it does make it a little bit easier. And I think at this point, we all just want it to be a little bit easier. Just dumb it down for me. Like, it's Monday, it's been a long weekend. All right. So of what joy for those whose disobedience is forgiven, whose sin is put out of sight. What joy for those Mondays, whose record the Lord has cleared of guilt, whose lives are lived in complete honesty. When I refused to confess my sins, my body wasted away. That means when I refused to repent or cry out to God, and I groaned all day long. Day and night, your hand of discipline was heavy on me. My strength evaporated like water in the summer heat. Finally, I confessed all my sins to you and stopped trying to hide my guilt, my anxiety, my stress, my frustration, my fear. I said to myself, I will confess my rebellion to the Lord, and you forgive me. All my guilt is gone. Therefore, let all the godly pray to you while there is still time, that they may not drown in the floodwaters of judgment. For you are my hiding place. You protect me from trouble. You surround me with the songs of victory. The Lord said, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. Do not be like a senseless horse or mule that needs a bit or bridle to keep it under control. Many sorrows come to the wicked, but unfailing love surrounds those who trust the Lord. So rejoice in the Lord and be glad, all who obey him. Shout for joy, all whose hearts are pure. So there is a lot there, and there's a lot of things that encourage us there. When we read through the Psalms like that, we get a sense of humanity, of David's desire and desperation for Jesus. Shout of pure praise. Lean into God, press into him. He's the one that's going to give us the answers. He's the one that's going to free us from all the frustration we're battling with. And, that's why we have friends. That's why we have phones. Call somebody up that you care about and vent and just let them know what you're dealing with. And God, he loves to free us from these things. It's one of the things that we need to, it's like a spiritual constipation. Yeah, I just said that. It's when we don't spend time with Jesus, everything gets backed up and it doesn't work right. And so I would encourage you to just, even if it's just with a pen and paper, then throw it away afterwards. The paper, not the pen. But, take that time and just cry out to Jesus. Jesus, this is my junk. I need to let you know about my junk. Does he already know about it? Absolutely. Does he want you to share with him about it? Absolutely. So that's my encouraging word for you today. We appreciate your prayers. We definitely need them right now. And feel free to visit our prayer request page to pray for others in our church. So until next time, stay safe. We're looking forward to what God's going to do, and we'll see you next time. All right, take care. God bless.